Hello again, welcome to my channel. So I'm working on this journal with a sea, ocean, mermaid feel and theme. So I printed these and there was actually a little problem because it didn't print on the, like there's the long side and the short side or something. So this tuna is the wrong way around. And I just didn't want to throw this paper away. I don't like wasting. So I just thought of this. I think it's a pretty cool idea. I'm just gonna do this. And I think I'm just gonna sew on the sides. And then we're gonna get like a pocket on one page.
Let's do this.
With all the other pages, of course.
So first I'm just gonna rip off
simple.
the pages on the sides. And I'm going for a bit of a ocean and waves feel, but sometimes it's a bit tricky. And I'm keeping all of these in the same bag, just I'm gonna try to make paper. Next up, I'm gonna ink the sides. So this is a really easy tutorial. All you need really is a sewing machine, but of course this is not necessary. You don't have to sew, you can just glue. And I'm gonna do this on both sides of the paper. Here we go. Okay, so next we're just gonna reinforce the sides. So I'm using this paper, it's silk paper. I found it in NOS, which is I think it's probably similar to your dollar store in the US and in the UK. It's quite hard to do this, it just comes off like all the time. So I'm just gonna cut it here and glue it just on one side. So I actually did it wrong. You should not stick everything, and I'm gonna unstick it in a minute because I actually need to go with the machine and do the top bit of the pocket just to make it look nice. So I'm gonna remove it in a minute, but next we're gonna just make sure that the pocket looks quite nice. So I'm adding some baking paper that I still have from, it's like leftovers from when I did the inking of the pages, because I use baking paper. So we're just gonna stick it. Word of caution, this does not stick. So you really need to go with the sewing machine. I mean, I've tried pretty much everything from tacky glue to the usual UHU thing that I use, and it just doesn't stick. So here I think I just realized I had to remove it to do the sewing. So that's what I'm gonna do. Almost done. That's why you really need to prepare everything you make and think about everything. Okay, so then we're just gonna add some really nice inches. So I have these laces. I have quite a lot of blue stuff that I think could look nice. But I do like the first one we tried. Yeah, so let's just do it with this one. I'm using textile glue. You shouldn't put too much of it because it does show with some textiles. It really depends. So I'm just using a little bit of dots, and then I'm just gonna use the sewing machine to make sure it's properly attached to the page. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I'm just gonna sew everything a little bit later. First things, before we sew anything, I just thought we could color the fish, the tuna and the octopus. I mean, they're just beautiful creatures. So I really wanted to show how beautiful they are by coloring them. So most fishes in the sea are blue, but this is a bluefin tuna, so it definitely is blue. And I didn't want to do blue colors for the octopus. I wanted to have a bit of a contrast with the blue from around, so I used like a lot of ochre, oranges, and brownish and reddish colors. I really like this octopus. I drew it after watching, I colored it after watching the octopus movie on Netflix, and I really recommend it. It's really, really cool. It's about the life of an octopus and a man who meets the octopus while he's diving, and he just goes back like every day to see the octopus, and I just really loved it. I thought it was really nice. It's called My Octopus Teacher. I really recommend it. I was really surprised actually. I didn't think it would be this nice. So I'm putting quite a lot of colors on the octopus. They can change color. It's really interesting with like the cells from their bodies, and they just expand like blue cells to become blue. It's really, really cool. And they can also change the texture of their skin and look more like stone or like fish. Just so cool. Next up, we're just gonna go with the sewing machine very easily. So we're just gonna do the top bit, and afterwards we're just gonna sew the pocket. So as you can see, I did 2 different colors, and I'm using a lighter blue. It's like a faded jeans blue to just sew the pages. So now I'm just finishing off the thread so that they don't come off, and we're gonna glue the silk paper to reinforce the page. Here we go. And then we're just gonna sew the bits. So I forgot to shred this page. I'll just ink it later. And now let's just go with the machine. So I'm going for a wavy motion. It's actually a lot a lot easier than I thought it would be. And now for the second page. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna finish off all the ends so that it doesn't come off. I'm just making little knots at the end because I didn't do a point d'arrêt. It's like when you go back and forth and you just make sure it doesn't come off. here we go, all done, looking perfect. And these are the 8 pages that I finished sewing and inking and everything. Hope you like it. And this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye!